Muzi. It's strange holding a camera up to my face because it kind of feels like what am I doing? But you know, at this point, who gives a shit? I'm sitting in the snow at night with cheese doodles. So who cares? It's weird, you know, life. Like one moment you're at school, another you're at work, and then you're in the snow with a strange Norwegian accent because you can't really speak English, with a camera in your face. You know, sometimes it all just seems like a bit much, you know? Like, although you have friends, well, some don't even have friends. But for me, it's like, even though I have friends, even though I have a beautiful face, like family, mom, dad, it's a bit much sometimes, you know? A bit much. Sometimes it's nice to just sit out in the snow, listen to the quietness of nature. Kind of looks like shit on the camera, but I promise you it looks much better in real life. Just like me. No. But like, take that snow away. Sometimes it just feels like life can be a bit much. Like you know what you're supposed to do. Go to school, eat, sleep, repeat. But it just like doesn't work. Or it doesn't feel like it's working. It feels strange. It feels weird, right? And sometimes when I'm sitting in my bed at night, all alone, I'm kind of wondering, oh, like killing yourself, you know? Is it truly that bad? It is, I think. But, you know, thoughts and thoughts going through your head every day, every night, sometimes. I'm never gonna kill myself because that wouldn't be good, I think. That would be like ending a game way too quickly while not even having beaten the final boss, right? But in life, it feels like the final boss is hidden. You don't know who it is. And then you meet a boss, like that test that you have tomorrow, right? And you think it's the final boss. It feels like the final boss. Your heart is racing. Your mind is troubled. Your palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. This woman don't sweat a mom spaghetti. But then the test is over and you move on and you realize like that wasn't shit. That didn't do anything. Right? Like I'm shivering because I'm cold, but who cares? And then you maybe you like a girl, right? But you're not sure if she likes you back. And then you're wondering like should I ask her? Should I not? Maybe that's the final boss, right? Getting married, being in love, having a child. But what do you do after that? You just sit around doing nothing. And then it's like you're sitting there thinking to yourself, like, what am I supposed to do with my life? Right? Maybe you don't want a job like going to school for 5 years, 10 years, or however long, who cares? And then, like, I don't know, it feels like life is so random at times, you don't have control over anything. But at the same time, if you don't try taking control, it feels like it's all hopeless, right? It feels like you can't take control, but you have to. It feels like there is no answer, yet you have to find it, right? You have to find the right answer even though there isn't one. You have to do what's right even though you're not sure what is. even if you believe in God, there's so many gray areas. Like, I just earn money for my job. Am I supposed to go and donate that? Or am I supposed to go buy the new video game I want to play? Am I supposed to wait and save up my money? Or am I supposed to enjoy my youth, right? It feels like my childhood is slipping away second by second, minute by minute. But at the same time, being an adult is inevitable, and maybe I should just go get it over it. But at the same time, it's like, what even is an adult, you know? Like, I listen to some podcasts, and you know Joe Rogan, if you know him, he's that bald guy who likes to shout and scream. And he said one time, like, when he was a kid, he always wanted to be an adult, because when he's an adult, he can do whatever he wants. Like, he has the power to do it, and he'll know what to do, right? And then one day, when he's standing in line for the grocery store, he's standing there just thinking, and then the guy in the cashier says, "Is that all, sir?" Right? And then Joe says, "Sir, sir, am I sir? I'm an adult. This is it. Is this it?" And he's kind of like talking about how he realized that it never really clicked. Like, and that's life, you know. It never really clicks that you're there. Let's say you have a goal of, I don't know, like asking that girl out, right? Something simple, not simple, but something everyone wants to do. Let's say you actually ask her out, right? In most cases, it's gonna be a no, but let's say it's a yes. Let's say she says yes, she loves you, she cares for you, and you go on a date, right? Then you become her girlfriend. Then she becomes your girlfriend, right? And then it's like now you have a girlfriend, right? But then eventually it's gonna become normal. And if she never leaves, if she never breaks up with you, you're never really gonna realize how great it was. Just like when you become an adult, quote unquote, you never really realize that you're an adult, because you didn't even realize your childhood was over. Like me, I'm starting to work. I've got my first job working at a grocery store, and I'm slowly but surely like earning my own money, thinking about like when I'm gonna move out when I'm a little bit older. I'm 17, and I'm just thinking to myself like, oh, this is what I do, you know, work once a week every time, go to school, high school. And then I realized, like, in like first grade, I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be great when I'm like 16 and I can do all these things. And I'm almost 18 years old now, and it doesn't fit, you know, like life. I guess what I'm trying to say is, in the end, no matter what you do, no matter who laughs at you, no matter which girl you want to ask out, or what snacks you want to eat, you know, none of it really seems to matter in the end. It's all just so random, you know? Anyway, I'm shivering. This is like my, I think, fourth YouTube video, but it's my first proper one, I can say, kinda. If my friends see this, you're all retarded. If you're not my friend who sees this, you're still retarded. And I don't really care if anyone sees this. It's just kind of nice talking to someone, you know, even though I'm alone. And the dog kind of ran up on me, and I screamed because I was afraid he was gonna bite me. Like a couple minutes before I turned the camera on. But you know, life's strange, and I hope I'm not alone thinking this. Anyway, thanks y'all for watching. Bye.